Welcome to Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. What a matchup we test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. As we'll see, the number 19 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Cyclones will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Houston's offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all, man.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
He's going to take a shot. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
They don't seem interested in inching the ball down the field. That big play sets him up. 1st and 10 from the 36. Looking to buy time. Grab near the marker. It's York. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Houston trying to say hello to the end zone in this red zone trip. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push and just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Smith wants to throw. Buys a little time. He'll get rid of it. He's got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to power it in. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. The returner will field it and bring it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Finds the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Quick completion to the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He breaks a tackle.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And a big key on that throw to the slot receiver, guys, is putting the ball out in front. The location of the throw is what helped that guy get extra yards after the catch.
Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Makes the catch. It's Higgins. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Beck. He finds his man. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Zone. Touchdown, Cyclones!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again.
Set to advance on the football.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Houston offense once again. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Tackled, but he has a first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run being coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life really easy on the defensive line. But when you can have balance, now the defense doesn't know what's coming. They need more of this if they're going to be successful on offense.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Third and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. Back to throw, it's Beck. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's a draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play call.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, they're trying to catch the defense off guard there with the bootleg. I don't think the ball handling was great by the quarterback. One reason why it didn't really fool anybody defensively. Give the defense credit. Good job with their eyes. They don't give up too many yards at all.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him wide open. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Shakes off the tackler. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He's got stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they will score. Touchdown, Houston. Hello.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Alabama is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe into this one. It's less than a touchdown lead. They're trailing by 6 to Georgia. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the air, it's Beck. Quickly out to the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route run. He's beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in zones. You got to get him involved.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
And the Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, Dave. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Second down coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Smith wants to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he's got it inside the 25.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Wilson. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Touchdown, Houston! And they take it in for 6 more points. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about him. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And he hit the left upright. No good. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this run. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is hauled in inside the 35. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. He's got it. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Iowa State.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads it downfield. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage.
And defensive backs you think don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I think you're different.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football. And there is no better place to start this halftime. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats.
Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime, you riled yourselves up, you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to it. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. They get to him as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Cyclones will call on their punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Houston offense comes onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. A 3rd and long coming up here. Smith dropping to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Houston will be forced to punt. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week. Just called on one time. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Give to the running back. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Looking downfield, it's Beck. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field to score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms and all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it. And the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Caught near the sticks. It's Wilson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
On the ground, it's Need.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
They'll try to bully their way for the first. Didn't get much, picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. The option look. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
You know, you kind of get stuck in no man's land once you get across that 50-yard line where it might be a long field goal, which isn't really high percentage. Or do I go for it on 4th down? I like to go for it, personally. I like the aggressiveness. They go for it, and they get the big first down.
He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in. And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. After run, now throw. Looking to the big tight end. Ball in the air, intercepted! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The offense lining up for a first down play. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Unloads to the wideout. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. The give to the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Smith wants to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Hey, it's a heads-up play right there. Listen, you're trying to scramble. You're trying to make something happen. Nobody's open. You're not going to be able to get out of bounds. Just protect yourself. Get down on the ground. Get what you can get. And live to play another day.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. He'll pull it on the read. And he has a solid gain before the defense marches ahead. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him.
Touchdown, Houston. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be dragged down. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Makes the grab down the middle. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the 4th quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to make a play.
Finds his man. It's Higgins. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Looking at a 2nd and short now. Fires to the big fella. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Cyclones are flying down the field. They're going to throw it again. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air. It's Beck. Gets it out quickly.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. The ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
That makes the score. Houston 30, Iowa State 24.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. He'll bring it out. It's straight. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Houston offense once again. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Really nice job by the defense getting that last stop. All third downs in games are important, but this one just feels like it's the biggest down of this game right now for this defense. If they can get off the field, they've got to give it back to their offense with as much time as possible to have a chance to win.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the official look.
First down for the offense.
And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Man, I love it when my QB not only uses his athletic ability, but uses his head. Nice job here. Nothing open. Don't force the football. You've got the lead. It's the fourth quarter. Nice job taking off and getting the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you gotta love this defensive performance so far. Done such a good job against the running back that you saw last week, man. He can go off. He can make big plays. He can chew some yardage up and keep an offense on schedule. Nice job by this defense locking in and shutting down the run game so far.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. I'd expect we're going to get another dose of the running game at this point, even though it's 2nd and 11. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And they pick up just 1. It'll be 3rd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Big 3rd down play here. If they get a stop, you'll see an immediate timeout. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Timeout, Iowa State.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And this one splits the uprights.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Catch in the middle. It's Higgins.
Listen, the defense gave up a couple of yards, but they're happy to give that up because they know the clock is still ticking. They're trying to bleed this thing. If you want to throw it over the middle of the field inbounds, they'll give that to you all day.
With the catch, it's Higgins. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. He'll just keep slinging it. Got it set up on the outside. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in second and manageable.
Brings up second down.
Scanning the field, it's Beck. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
Finds a man on the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. And they spike it to get the clock stopped.
The air is incomplete. It's now second down.
And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. That's caught. It's Hansen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Never a doubt. Right down the middle.
That makes the score. Houston, 33. Iowa State, 27.
The clock is at 20 seconds left to play. They'll line up for an onside kick to try to pull it out. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a chip on their shoulder. They just didn't feel like they were being respected, and they wanted to come out and they wanted to prove a point. And David, they did exactly just that.
And it's so much easier to be the underdog. It's so much easier to coach that team and you go, hey, they're ranked. Everybody's talking about them. You don't have a chance. It just builds all that momentum, all that hate, and you just pour it out on the field.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.